Yo, Haven, what's going on? I hope everyone has had a wonderful, magnificent Friday. And if you're not in a wonderful, magnificent mood, hopefully you will be by the end of this video, because I'm just saying, happy Friday. I know you guys be busy, so I took my time with this one, and I'm gonna wait. Feel me? We doing a midnight run on this one. So yeah. Anyhow, in this video, we'll be looking at must-see videos that were on my newsfeed. However, if you've been here from the beginning, I sent you divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown the seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High choosing you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks. Peace and prosperity to you and yours. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the foundation, my well-being, and the channel. If you would like to do the same, Cash App links in the description. Also, the About tab in the channel. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. This video is long, so I'm letting you know in the beginning of the intro. We got three clips that stops it from being monetized. So with that being said, it's copyrighted. We're gonna remove that at the end of the premiere. So if you're not there, you missed it. My apologies. Yeah, other than that, let's get right into it. This is in Morocco, a tree of goats.
Wait, you flush your poo? You mean you're not using it in the garden? Here's how we do it. We built a simple composting toilet. After each use, you just cover your tracks with a healthy cup of sawdust. Once this bucket's full, it gets taken outside and put into an even larger bucket where it sits for a year to mature until it's safe to use. And voila, a rich natural compost for your garden.
Bare hands. Oh no.
Ew! What
That's pus coming out the steak.
Ew! What the
Quick thought. For everybody to deal with high blood pressure, stress, anxiety in your body, did you know that you can just smile to alleviate all that? Like, just smile. Don't do nothing else. Just walk around smiling to yourself and see what's gonna happen. Your immune system is gonna get strengthened. Your body is gonna release negative tension, and it's gonna start releasing serotonin into your bloodstream. Serotonin is a feel-good chemical and a natural painkiller. So for the average person that's dealing with any kind of stress, any kind of hardships, any kind of pain dealing with the body, you can alleviate that by just smiling. That's all. You mean tell me pain, relieve pain by smiling? You wanna sleep better? Smile. If you don't feel like smiling, put a pencil in your mouth so the subconscious mind will make you feel like you're smiling anyway. You still gonna get the benefits. Okay? So just smile.
So this is Milton creeping on Cancun, Mexico right now, y'all. Look at this.
Congested in my nostril here.
No.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's literally in the clouds, y'all. Look at that, y'all. And then literally 15 minutes later, y'all, look at this. Non-stop. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Wow. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Look at what is something is right here.
Yeah.
Why are the clouds changing every time the lights flash?
Yeah, fact.
Y'all see that? Look how the clouds change every time the lights flash, y'all.
My nostril feel.
Ain't no way. Look at this. Bro, y'all see that? Look at this shit. What is going on? Cancun, Mexico, bro. And right now it's making its way off the coast of Mexico and heading to Florida. So what they say, y'all, but anything can happen. Look at this, y'all. No noise at all.
Right.
And then that dominant purple color, right? Remember, red and blue makes purple. That red and blue kachina, man, that looks crazy out there. That's the color of plasma energy, y'all. This earth is being charged up. Big things happening. But this is strictly for entertainment purposes only, y'all. I'm only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in. Y'all see that? Look at the sun, y'all. Look at the sun. This is the energy that the sun is radiating right now. Look at this. So we had a couple of flares yesterday, and amongst a couple of flares, we received one huge X flares and a couple of N flares after that. This flare was so powerful that it causes distortion in the GOES X-ray flux, which is this instrument that is used to monitor solar activity.
But of course, it was the Earth-directed X-class flare in CME that we are most concerned about. It is due to impact in the coming hours, and NOAA has forecasted KP8. Level 4 geomagnetic storm conditions. We'll see what happens when it arrives.
So this means the power grid is going to be affected, hence Hurricane Milton, and then the 19 tornadoes that touched down in Florida and everything that's happening around the world. But this also means a lot of people are going to see the auroras tonight. I think it's going to be as low as Texas. But this also means the frequency in the atmosphere is extremely high. Let me ask y'all a question. How y'all feeling? Do y'all got headaches, pressure, tension? Y'all feel a lot of heavy pressure on top of y'all? Like, there's a lot going on in the activities right now. Let me show y'all why. Look at this. Look at this. This is the sun today, y'all. Check this out, y'all. This is in Pennsylvania. So the northern states are already seeing the effects of this X flare, y'all. That's crazy.
Okay.
Now, you can only see this in front of the sun like this. Clouds only in front of the sun. The whole sky is blue, y'all.
Right.
The whole sky is practically blue, but only clouds in front of the sun. Look at that. Look how big that thing is. So y'all know, y'all see what's going on, man. Big things are happening on the planet right now. Y'all need to be out in nature grounding. Y'all need to take this energy in, because this is what they mean by taste the rainbow. These are light codes to your DEA. Y'all need to go out there and take that energy in. This is ascending you. Our powers are activating. This is what the green light does. It's the matrix code. Another name for this is light codes, all right? We are the light beings, children of the sun. Let's get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Nice. Let me know if you've seen anything out there.
I'm going to explain how a lot of the celestial star families are going to have an effect on our ascension process. Now, in regards to extraterrestrials intervening, it's not going to be the traditional way people imagine, okay? One thing you have to remember is these ancient astronauts are geneticists and scientists. A lot of them actually conducted the eugenics programs, such as Inky. All right, a lot of the Anunnaki conducted the eugenics programs. Now, they can use their knowledge for nefarious purposes, or they can use their knowledge to benefit. And what a lot of these higher beings are doing that are even higher than Anunnaki, like Arcturians and so forth, what they're doing is they're actually going to be doing surgery on us through light code activations, basically, giving us certain downloads. It's up to us to reach them and receive certain transmissions through light code activation. Okay, a lot of these beings actually exist on angles of light. So when we gain more access to the light photon spectrum, it's going to have an effect on us genetically. A lot of the higher extraterrestrial beings were referred to as what's called Etherians. And they had the ability of actually being dense matter, but then transforming their physical matter into basically a gaseous vapor. And we do have the ability of getting to this level once we activate our gold body. We actually all have a light body that we can activate. And people like Credo Mutwa spoke on the women on Mars that were activating their Merkaba or Merkaba. And they were actually literally flying. They had the ability of defying what you call the law of physics by activating their Merkaba. The problem is we fell so far from our original ethereal essence. At essence, we are composed of light. And our objective at this particular point in time, with the ascension process coming into play, is to merge with this light. Basically, with the merge, it's basically a cosmic mergence of light code. Everything in this matrix consists of light code spectromification. It's just different light variations. So even when we raise in dimensions, it's just basically going to be a better quality of light that we're now exposed to. A lot of these extraterrestrial higher dimensional beings are actually going to be sending us information that will be upgrading us. All right. They would be just like your cell phone upgrades. It goes through a process where your phone will say, okay, it has to go through an upgrade. There's new software, new information in the ethers, all right, that we're going to be applying to our genetic sequence. And a lot of these extraterrestrial biological entities look at them as higher dimensional software engineers, basically. And we're all components of the matrix. And at some point in time, we have to actually be eligible for an upgrade. We have to reach a certain level of consciousness. And then once we reach a certain level of consciousness at that particular point in time, they can update us with more information to our genetic sequence. The thing is, you don't want to view these entities as outside of you, because also a future version of yourself could give you light codes as well. An alternate version of you from another timeline can look completely different than you look in this corporeal vessel, where you may look like this in another timeline per se. All right, because you don't want to fall in love with the physical avatar. It's just a vehicle that you're operating while you're in this dense matrix, while you're in this third density currently, right? Because there's several times when I astral projected that I looked in a mirror and I had a completely different look. Now, again, there's times I did look identical to how I look now, but I just had slight variations. But there's also times that I was an extraterrestrial avatar. You are not the body. You are just energy in a vessel. The Dogon tribe spoke on actual extraterrestrial visitation. Now, these beings will come to us in a physical form as well. All right. A lot of the things I've been explaining been interdimensional temporal beings that have the ability of actually telepathically upgrading us and things of that nature. But there are people who physically get abducted, all right, and actually had work done on them, where they would think and they would go through a state of hypnosis, and they would actually remember it. These extraterrestrials have the ability of removing your memory. So you won't remember being abducted. You would basically perceive it as a dream. And a lot of you starseeds, a lot of us are children of some of these beings, okay? Because they came down here and they made it with a lot of the humanoid beings that was on this planet. All right, Syrians. Some of you have the bloodline of Palladians. Some of you have the blood of Lyrans, Arcturians, Blue Avians, etc. and etc. I mean, and this whole planet was a testing facility. This is simply what planet Tiamat was. A lot of you gotta get rid of the spookism, all right, and the mysticism that you put around beings that don't look like you, and realize that there's a multitude of different extraterrestrial biological entities that have inhabited this planet. In fact, there's numerous different reports of extraterrestrials visiting this planet, countless different beings that are in the CIA documents. In fact, these beings are still on the planet currently. Some are just in subterranean bases. I highly recommend utilization of herbs like mugwort as well as blue lotus for astral projection as well as lucid dreaming. A lot of these extraterrestrial biological entities are fourth dimensional entities, as well as the UFOs. And there's been several times that when I'm in these alternate states of awareness, that I see myriads of ships, UFOs. I come in contact with a lot of my experiences. Don't even be psychedelic experiences. Oftentimes they be through dream states. And this is why the lotus was revered in ancient Kemet. And these beings always displayed contact with extraterrestrial visitors in the hieroglyphics. I personally believe that the blue lotus was a catalyst to allow them to ascertain higher dimensional realms. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
Have y'all?
Links in the description if you see anything you like when he be talking about what he be talking about. However, listen, my apologies to those of you who dislike when I speak over the clips. The reason why I do that is because I'm the type of person, if I don't get it out right then and there, it's gonna slip my mind by the time I get a chance to speak. However, this time I do remember what I wanted to say. One, some of the things he was saying we learned from Ashiana Dean. If you know, you know. If you've been here from the beginning. Two, I forgot to. Just forget it. Let's keep going.
Y'all seen this yet? Milton threatens to reach max limits, sparking calls for a new Category 6 designation for hurricanes. It says Hurricane Milton approached maximum storm strength limits on Monday with wind gusts briefly topping 200 miles an hour. Cause here's the thing, I told y'all about this months ago, 4 months ago to be exact. This video did well on TikTok, but what they did is they covered it so people wouldn't see it. You know, out of sight, out of mind. But they told y'all this 4 months ago.
Oh shoot, you guys, you better get ready, because they're talking about adding a Category 6 hurricane to this year's Saffir-Simpson scale. This shit is about to get intense. Check this out. Waters get hotter, so does the danger for strong hurricanes. And the new study suggests that the warming oceans may be tilting the scale that we use to measure the strength of hurricanes. Right now, the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale goes from Category 1 to Category 5. But is it time to add a Category 6?
The meteorologist said that they are at a loss for words. This hurricane is nearing the mathematical limit of what the Earth's atmosphere over this ocean water can produce. Maybe this is why he was tearing up.
Incredible hurricane. It has dropped. It has dropped 50 millibars in 10 hours. I apologize. This is just horrific.
And then I recorded this in my city in Florida just a few minutes ago, y'all. So look at that, y'all. And it is red out there right now. It's dark red out there right now. But yes, y'all, Category 6 hurricane being added to the Saffir-Simpson scale. I told y'all.
Let me pause it. Sunset looks similar like that when I look out the window and it's sun setting. So is that the aura that we can see in the sky? Because it's night now and I don't see any green aura in the sky.
About this a few months ago, but this is strictly for entertainment purposes only, y'all. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations.
I just want to know, where is it
during these interesting times. Please like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
So someone asked AI, how are reptilians able to shapeshift and keep a human body figure? And they gave us this, y'all. Now you can't see the words and shit, right? But you can see how illustrated it could be, right? It could be. People, I zoomed in a little bit. Look at this. Look, y'all. Look at the details that it give you, though. This is how I think that they be knowing. I mean, it's artificial intelligence, right? It's supposed to know everything, or it's supposed to know most of the shit, right? So look at that. Bro, they literally gave like hands. What's that, like the something? Hey, bro. So I really been wondering, like, these AI photos, are they just made up photos, or are they pulling it out of the archive or something and adding its own little touch to it? I mean, it's AI. Like, what if this is a real thing? Listen, we're always seeing pictures like this, yo. You know what I mean? It's just always a what if, you feel me? Just open your mind up a little bit, yo. Because this could literally be truth in plain sight. Oh, AI. How would you know what's AI or not? Oh my God!
Now, this is the god Molech, or Moloch. See, when he transfigured, it went from Molech to Moloch. Just like I transfigured from Adonai to Jehovah, to Yah, to Emmanuel, to Haile Selassie. Baal and Molech are still here too. In the forms of your music and movie industries, they require child sacrifices. Meaning what? They want to get you when you're young. They want to get the young babies. Look at what's going on right now with this Hollywood exposure that's taking place. They like to do babies. They like to screw babies. I mean, these people sick and they fucking. But this was Molech's doing. You see, where they give them their child in hopes of a bag. They pass their children to demons. Somebody would have gave their children to these men and then say help his career. And then they would think that these men or women is really helping their career. But all the while these children been getting raped. Raped! And it
Crazy. Swallowed that thing up like nothing. Man. Wow. but nah, like, we going back and see that. Like, some people may need to hear that. Just a reminder, you could be grateful that you fared better than most, but also anxious, upset, sad, or angry at how it was, or too fast, or angry at how it has impacted you. Two things can exist at once. Somebody may need to hear that.
I want y'all to understand something, right? All these natural disasters, everything that's happening. Juice WRLD said it is about to go down on Titanic. He got a song called Titanic, right? Saying it's about to go down on the fucking earth. Cause nobody know really what the fuck this planet is. So all this shit happening, and the souls that's incarnated in this time period are shocked. You shocked about this shit? Nah, research what planet you on and where you really at, right? So this shit about to go down. You feel me? Niggas like, yo, I'm trying to move to this state, this country, and this country. It's about to go down everywhere. It's going down everywhere, nigga. What happens on Earth stays on Earth. This shit is going down on Earth everywhere, right? Which is why the elites trying to go underground. They trying to avoid this shit. It ain't no soul on the planet, rich, poor, small, nothing. The universe said we gonna get this work. So if you're trying to go to this state, that state, every state gonna catch this work. Every country gonna catch this work. Every soul gonna catch this work. You could go underground. Niggas is trying to leave the planet. Ain't possible. If you incarnated at this time, whatever karma gonna happen to the planet as a whole, the consciousness as a whole, we gonna get this work. So wherever you at, I'm trying to move this place, I'm trying to get this job, and I'm trying to eat soul. No, it's a calling. Like, yeah, we finna get this work, no matter where you at on the planet.
Did y'all hear that Miami International Airport just had some type of emergency evacuation, y'all? Check it out. People are...
I feel like this is a good one, so I'm doing my best not to talk much because it is a good one. I'm just enjoying it with you guys.
Just running through trying to evacuate, and nobody is saying what is going on, y'all.
Video, just keep walking.
What's going on?
Go, all the way down.
So nobody knows what's going on. They're just in a panic mode.
What's going on?
So I don't know what's going on in Miami International Airport, because please someone let us know what is the situation. But all I know is Florida just had 6 huge tornadoes. As you can see, it seems that the fun has started right before Hurricane Milton hit Florida, y'all. There was reported 6 tornadoes that had touched down in Florida. And there's still more brewing apparently, y'all. Check this out. Look at this one. Wow. This one right here was in Fort Lauderdale. Check this out.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. Things are interesting, y'all. And the reason why things are interesting, y'all, because tornadoes don't usually accompany hurricanes. And not to mention, tornado season ends in June in Florida. Sometimes it goes as long as July, but not this long, y'all. Remember when I told y'all, let's get this shift? Yeah, the shift is here, y'all. This is strictly for entertainment purposes, y'all. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
It's funny. Keep rolling.
3 feet above normally dry ground, water is already life-threatening. It's too late to evacuate. Water this high can knock you off your feet, make cars float, and driving impossible. The first floor of homes and businesses are flooded. Unfortunately, the water is expected to rise even higher at 6 feet above the height of most people. Vehicles get carried away, structures start to fail. Just look at this. Anything could be in this water, sharp glass, debris, chemicals as well. The scary part is some areas could see surge values at 10 to 15 feet. And this takes us up to 9. And look what it does. At this level, the first floors of structures are completely flooded, and there are few places that it is safe when the water rises this high. We want everyone to know their evacuation zone, listen to local officials, and evacuate when ordered to do so. And Jordan, you made a great point last time. This is not just a calm water. You're going to have waves, even whitecaps on the surge inland.
It's going to be nasty. You could,
Crazy.
Good video, just keep walking.
What's going on?
Go, all the way down.
Crazy. This the original Versace Conscious Juices.
What's going on?
This is crazy. Insane.
Whoa! What? Where's Viv? Where's Viv? Where? You good? You good?
Yo.
Oh my God. Jake, are you okay? Coming in. Get out of
yeah,
here!
y'all gotta get out of there.
Did y'all see what this unmarked helicopter did? They got masks on too, by the way. They fly real low, and just watch what happens. All right.
It's Asheville, North Carolina, I think.
Here's another angle of the chopper, and yeah, everybody said they had on masks. You couldn't see their face.
Why did they do that? That helicopter just came around here and kicked up everything. Now he's out.
Anybody know who's flying this thing?
Wow, that was crazy. Brother, I got him on. Do y'all really think that was on purpose?
In Hollywood and in the industry and the stuff we do, there's a lot of like insider secrets to keeping your career going, and a lot of insider secrets to making things tick. And I feel like a fraud. My name is actually not even Ashton. My first name's Chris. It always has been. And it got changed when I was like 19 and I became an actor. The sexiest thing in the entire world is being really smart and being thoughtful and being generous. Everything else is crap. I promise you. It's just crap that people try to sell to you to make you feel like less. So don't buy it. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way that it is. And that your life is to live your life inside the world and try not to get in too much trouble and maybe get an education and get a job and make some money and have a family. But life can be a lot broader than that when you realize one simple thing. And that is that everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you. And you can build your own things. You can build your own life that other people can live in.
Please watch this evacuation of Hurricane Helene victims and then go to the link in the very top of my Cat Illuminati bio to contribute to 4 families.
Yo, y'all better get y'all stuff, man. Yo, hold on. Let me go big screen because it's been a hot long 27 minutes before we went big screen. So let's go big screen. Yo, get y'all stuff, man. Y'all little hiking gear, your equipment is getting there, man. And we knew this already if you've been watching that it's getting there, but it's actually getting there. So, am I the only one who thinks we all need little gear and equipment? We need to get kitted and suited up? I'm just asking for a friend. Let's keep rolling.
Oh, there's This is basically what's stopping us from getting out of here. Gotta climb over the house.
You think that's that same chopper from the mother folks? Man. You got cities turning into rivers out there, man.
We cannot afford a drop more of rain or even 1 mile per hour winds. Because this is just total destruction here. This was the RV park? Oh, what was the RV park? I think we're maybe about halfway there, right?
I think so.
We got all our stuff. We got all the pets.
Let the pets out, be in nature, man.
I don't think you guys understand. Like, we're literally being...
They're gonna follow.
This was once up the street.
Well, my dogs.
So if you lose my cats, you might as well take me with you.
Stayed up behind it. Yeah, the private street that's up behind it. All of our houses
maybe
are
not.
up there. They're intact.
Wildflower Hill.
I think those will follow.
It's right next to Esmeralda. Oh man, all right. We made it to some street civilization. We see some firefighters down there. We're waiting on the rest of our crew.
You hear how she talking?
This used to be the town, guys.
Gotta get kitted, geared up, and suited up, man.
We destroyed. So here, they're gonna see what the little firefighters are saying now.
If we have to make multiple trips, but the phone call is right over there.
Oh my god. I'm
Crazy.
looking inside their home.
It's always have and never home. You begin to feel like
home. We made it to a shelter, which I'm assuming is a school. We're here at the shelter. Recreation life.
Man.
I don't need a shirt.
I don't know what you want.
Anyone look familiar to any of you?
Hairbrush, yes, please. I haven't had a hairbrush in a minute.
Look familiar?
Spray foam the doors, and it looks like it's holding up. Let's look inside and see how we're doing. Damn, there's a lot of water here. Holy shit, it's dry inside. Yeah. The store is saved.
My friend Eddie, the owner of Midwest Motorcycle Shop here in Daytona, saved his shop when he spray foam and flex sealed the doors and the windows. I found out about this a little too late, and my house had already flooded with Hurricane Ian. But when Hurricane Nicole came, I wanted to give it a try. My house had already been destroyed, so I figured there was nothing to lose. Hence why the doors and the floors are filthy dirty in this video. I just got some spray foam and put it in any crack or gap, waited until that dried, and then I put a few layers of the Flex Seal. I got the clear so it would be a little bit easier to clean up, and gave it time to dry in between each coat. Now this is what the yard looked like, and I know a house is a little different than a commercial building, but for the most part it held up really good. This was by the front door, and you could see it just was seeping in there just a little bit. But in my opinion, when you are trying to hold back the amount of water, anything's worth a try. And remember, at this point we already knew we were tearing down the house just because of the amount of erosion during Hurricane Ian, but Vinny used a scraper and it actually came up pretty easily. Now my aunt's house also flooded during Hurricane Ian, although she didn't live here at the time, so I am going to try the same exact method, just this time I'm going to make it a little bit easier for her to clean it up. I first started off by just taping the areas, not the gap that I'm needing that spray foam to go into, and I actually used silicone just to seal the two doors that don't move tight. So after that dried, I came back today and I did a few layers of Flex Seal.
I need you guys to be honest with me. How many of you guys purchased Oreo?
If you need that advice, there you go. We all may need to know that, so I threw it in there.
For hurricanes?
Listen, I ain't have Oreos since he found out what Oreos really are, since they got that symbol on it and what it symbolizes, and yeah, no.
Situations during these interesting times. Let's get it. Peace in. And it looks like the people in Tampa, Florida are not playing. Some other Floridians would even argue that the people in Tampa aren't real Floridians. That's a little joke right there. But yes, it looks like Tampa is taking their life seriously, because the fact of the matter is Tampa is a ghost town. It seems that everybody is stuck on the I-75 trying to head out. I don't know about now, y'all, but yes, check this out. The only person that seems to be staying in Tampa is this guy that's going viral right now, known as Lieutenant Dan. As you can see over here, Lieutenant Dan has his boat dock on the ocean. They had to go get the chief of police of Tampa to try and talk him out of staying in Tampa, and Lieutenant Dan is not having it. And then coming across the Doppler radar, y'all, I noticed something. Does this look like a phoenix to y'all? Look. Look at that. Does that look like a phoenix to y'all? Look.
Okay.
And the reason why I say this is because of there's a viral video going around speaking about Project Phoenix for Tampa. Now, before I disclose what this is strictly for entertainment purposes only, but it was basically what would be the implications if a Category 5 hit the coast of Tampa. And this project was allegedly created in 2009. So yes, y'all, just some things to ponder about. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. And again, if you rock with me, you really know what's going on in this world. Let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in. So people are starting to see what seems to be black rings of smoke in Tampa, y'all. Check this out.
Oh, look at the smoke. What the?
That's weird. What if that's not smoke? What if it's a cloaked UAP, UFO?
But do y'all see the sky? Look at the clouds, y'all. This is in Tampa. Even at the amusement park, y'all, people were seeing these dark black rings at Busch Gardens. Look at this, y'all. Look, it even says me at the park right before the hurricane. But what is going on? What is the black rings coming up telling us, y'all? Not only that, but there was a couple in Tampa that said their ground just started smoking out of nowhere and it's raining. She went out there to check, y'all, and this is what the ground is looking like. They just started noticing that their ground was literally on just smoking. There's no cigarette bud, you don't see ash. And this right here popped off in Cancun by Hurricane Milton. So is there anybody else experiencing weird things in Tampa? Please let us know down in the comments below. And y'all can also send me the videos, y'all, so I can let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in. Hey, y'all, I know there's a lot going on, but Wyoming is on fire. The whole mountain is on fire. They have about 74,000 acres just burning right now, y'all. The animals are running out in the fire, y'all, looking just confused, y'all. Apparently, this has been going on for days, and there is no end to it. Like, they can't even contain the fire right now, y'all. They have all kinds of helicopters and firefighters, but they still cannot contain this fire. This is like, it's out of control. Here's what it looked like from another perspective, y'all. Look at those smoke clouds, boy. They're like still. Look at that. Y'all can't even see the mountains. You can't even see the mountains. And the people in Wyoming feel like they're not getting any coverage on this as well.
Hold on. Why is no one talking about the Wyoming? That Wyoming is currently burning down. You can barely see out from all the smoke and your eyes burn. The first video is all the way in Idaho. The second and third are the Grand Tetons in Wyoming that are barely visible due to the smoke. Elk fire, 73,000 acres burned.
Look, this is from Idaho. You cannot see you can't see the mountains, y'all. Look at this. There's a hurricane on the Gulf Coast heading for Florida. There's a fire in Wyoming. The biolab in Georgia blew up. California's experiencing copious amounts of earthquakes, including last night. We have Hurricane Kirk out in the Atlantic Ocean, and then Leslie that's actually making its way to Florida in 2 weeks, they say. The Sahara is flooding. I mean, am I missing anything else, y'all? Unexplained plasma lightning no sound strikes happening all over the world. Let me know what I'm missing down in the comments below, y'all. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Share this video, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Shout out Juice. That was good.
So the solar flares, right? The solar flares, they here to upgrade our DNA or DEA. But to be real, we really got DEA. But I say DNA to get a broader audience, you feel me? But the solar flares, they here to help us. Like, no cap, what's going on really destined to happen. Like the solar flares and shit, bro. We programmed the sun to do stuff like this. Believe it or not, we made the sun. Like children of the sun, that shit go way deeper, you feel me? But we literally made suns to give life to planets. That's part of the reason why NASA lie, because they can't let us know how powerful we really are. They can't let us really know how much of an influence we really have in the cosmos and shit like that. So they give us a notion about space that's partly true, but not all the way true. They tell us all these millions of years and all this shit. You feel me? Throw all these crazy numbers out there, all types of shit. But yeah, the solar flare basically upgrading us. The chromosphere of the sun is literally interacting with the chromosomes in your body.
So it looks like there has been tornadoes ushering in Hurricane Milton in the state of Florida. At first, it was only 3 hurricanes that manifested in Florida, and then later on, 3 more manifested in different parts of Florida, y'all. What is going on?
I told you, Lana, 30 minutes ago that at least 3 tornadoes have touched down. Now, at least 6 reported tornadoes, with many more tornado warnings ongoing across Florida right now.
This one right here happened in Cape Coral, Florida.
They targeting Florida.
And it's crazy because the hurricane is on the other.
With any landfalling hurricane, and the reason
he ducking questions.
Is we have a tremendous amount of spin or vorticity in the atmosphere. When you have a storm that's spinning on a large scale, these little...
Explain to the viewers the link between hurricane and tornado. I don't know, y'all, what you think, but all I know is things are getting interesting, y'all. Be safe out there, Florida. I'm here.
There's so much stuff I want to say and can't yet. Oh goodness, that's why I'm moving around and stuff, because it's stuff I want to say and can't yet. Yeah. It's kind of like I'm anxious, but I can't say nothing. So, whatever. Let's keep rolling.
With you. Peace in.
This is in, I think, Ohio. This is a Haitian sacrificing the animal, cutting it up with a machete. That's what it was said in the footage or whatever, in the caption title or whatever.
Is my neighbor doing that too? Babe, where's our cat? Where's Fluffy?
If he's being sarcastic, that's out of pocket, but yeah, like what? They did say they was doing the animals, sacrificing animals, doing rituals with the animals. Pay attention, people.
Oh no!
Call me dumb, yeah, but I don't understand how this works. So this is below, and there's buildings and houses, then there's a bridge. And on this bridge, there's buildings and houses on top. So are the buildings built on the bridge?
The mud flood, many say, was a deliberate attempt to wipe out Tartaria from history, hiding their advanced technology and knowledge. During the early 19th century, strange events were reported worldwide. Cities were being dug out from layers of mud and debris. Buildings were being revealed that were covered to their rooftops in mud. A global cataclysmic event buried entire civilizations, erasing them from history. But here is where it gets rather unsettling. The Tartarian Empire, an empire often depicted in old maps, was an advanced civilization that existed across Europe and Asia. They built architectural marvels, had access to advanced technology, and were able to harness energy from the atmos.
Who were the Tartarians? The official history is hiding a major world power which existed as late as the 19th century. Tartary was a country with its own flag, its own government, and its own place on the map. Its territory covered most of the modern world we know today, yet somehow it was ever so quietly incorporated into Russia and some other countries.
Man, they thought it was a joke, boy. There was so many birds out here, man. I'm talking about, they done flew all in folk room. They out here dead on the goddamn balcony and shit. One flew in Cooney head. She was hollering like a scald cat, John. You hear me? Man, that was my room full of goddamn birds.
This is odd.
Baby, you
strange.
Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
Man, that was my room full of goddamn birds.
Baby, you okay? Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
Yeah, my boy said, ooh.
Where the fuck you close?
Yeah, he asked him why is he closing the door. Hold on.
Oh my God, baby, where you at?
Yeah, my boy said, ooh.
Where the fuck you close?
We all stuck
Winds
on
in the
ported
east.
out of Tampa and ...
Mist coming in.
That bird.
Like something is brewing, about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store. I feel what's to happen. All happened before.
Scientists and the rest of us, a view no one has ever had before. What a hurricane's power looks like at water level as
they got a hurricane
storm.
They got a hurricane simulator machine. Now my thing is this. Everything we know that they show us exists on the mass scale. Everything we see and know of exists on the mass scale. So generally, if they gonna unveil this, what you think is it making sense? Y'all paying attention yet? Hey, yo, hit the like button if you know what's up. Facts.
Ashore. In just 2 minutes, scientists here can take calm waters and turn them into a monster hurricane.
The wind is gradually getting stronger and stronger as it's coming up here, and it's ramping up to a Category 5. It's probably about a Category 3 right now.
This 75-foot-long tank is the first simulator in the world capable of creating a Category 5 hurricane over water. Brian House is the director of the University of Miami's new laboratory at the Rosenstiel School of Marine.
In Miami. What a coinky dinky. I'm just saying, man.
Atmospheric science. What was it like when you cranked it up the first time, full blast?
It was stunning. I mean, it was it was chilled.
Nearly 40,000 gallons of seawater fill this tank. House uses a computer program and a single 1,700 horsepower fan to whip wind speeds up to 157 miles per hour.
This tank is the largest wind wave facility in the world. We can generate an extreme Category 5.
House and his team want to understand why some hurricanes...
Everything I'm saying is merely speculation and for entertainment purposes only. I just got to say that. Anyhow, if they showing you this, a fan that's pushing 157 mph to create a Category 5 hurricane, what you think they doing on the back scene behind the curtains where we can't see? Well, we don't know. Make it, and then it's in Miami, yo. What a coincidence. And there's no such a thing at all. You feel me? There's no such thing as those, so... Man, listen, y'all know what's up, Haven. Show me love, man.
...make landfall and fizzle out, while others become catastrophes.
It's the heat of the ocean that powers the hurricane. We know...
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Just hold on.
It be going down on McAfee.
Look how fast the water start rising in the room. Just like a movie. Look at this. I forget where it's at. My apologies. Yo. It's happening, man. Oh. Never mind. Let me just not say nothing. Oh. Part of Haven.
I'm going to try to tread lightly on this one, but about 10 days ago, or a week or so before Hurricane Helene, I did a post on how there was bioluminescence in Siesta Key, Florida. And not only that, but very close to Siesta Key in Anna Maria Island, there were waves that looked like this. And this post talked about how potentially both of those things could be caused from frequency. Sound frequency, that is. And I provided some pretty solid evidence that, well, that may not be 100% what was causing those anomalies. There's a chance that it could be. And I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there are a lot of people, weathermen included, that thought that this path seemed strange. Like it was headed right for Tampa, and then all of a sudden kind of veered away. And well, I want to show you something. I want to show you this anomaly-looking pulse and ring and circle that was captured right near Tampa, but also right near Siesta Key, where I saw the bioluminescence, and right near Anna Maria Island, where there were square waves. So I'm not saying anything, I'm just showing something. And well, you should read this down here too. And
it's sad. You gotta be careful with your words, because these people be real weird with they tactics.
Just hit pause if you want, because it's quite interesting. But of course, everything in this video was just my opinion. In fact, it was for entertainment purposes only. I know that this just curved suddenly from natural causes. Entertainment only.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. You want to run? Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
You knew you would go through adversity before you got to this realm. You knew you would have to immerse yourself in a human experience pretending to be human. You knew you would be programmed with an entire identity that you would have to break one day. You knew that you would be lied to about who you were for your entire existence up until now. You knew that upon waking up, you would realize your reality and separate yourself from those who hadn't woke up yet so you could rebuild yourself. You knew that this would cause some adversity and strife in your life. You knew that you would have to follow a God externally. One day you would find the God within. You knew that you would have to make some difficult choices and sacrifices which most individuals are not ever going to make. You knew that you would be ridiculed, misunderstood, and lied on to besmirch your name. You knew that one day you would find out that you've been planning this thing for a millennia. But you also knew that this was a small thing to a giant when the giant figures out that it's the God. And at that moment, you knew you would take your power back. And upon taking that power back, you would regain control over your experience. Knowing is our natural state, which brings power to us. Unlock our dormant DNA. Begin to tap back into the natural forms of reality. And if you want to tap more into what it is you knew, you have to move more into I know. Do you still believe, or do you know?
Do you believe, or do you know? Do you believe, or do you know, Haven?
Peace to the gods and goddesses. I'm outside soaking up these light photons. Last night the wind was very powerful. All right, I'm in Florida. All right, and you know.
Well, apparently he's good. Had me a little worried and concerned for my boy right here. Well, let me rephrase that. For my man right here, you know what I'm saying?
In the midst of Hurricane Milton, and this is the day after. I mean, it's beautiful. What I did personally, Cosmic Family, is I actually talked to the trees. I actually talked to nature itself. As I expressed previously, I'm a Virgo. I have I'm associated with Earth. All right, so I actually communicate with the Earth, and I imagine a huge protective shield around my home, and also around the trees, because I communicate with these trees. This is our family. This is Cosmic Family. You feel me? These are ancient celestial beings. They just stationary currently. All right, because they caught under the sleep spell. Typically, the only thing that really can affect us when this hurricane comes is the trees actually breaking apart and hitting our glass, hitting the glass and things of that nature. So what I did was I talked to the trees. I told them I'm gonna need y'all to be strong. All right, and this may sound crazy to those that aren't tapped in, but we have a symbiotic connection with nature. All right, meaning that we can actually strengthen nature. Nature actually can benefit and grow and actually become more impervious based on the love that is facilitated, all right, because of that harmonious connection. But everyone needs to realize is that you are an electromagnetic tuning fork to the cosmos. And instead of allowing the fear-mongering to be perpetuated, everyone needs to actually imagine protection and really try to implement that in their mindset, because your emotions is water, right? Your emotions, it actually create and bring things to you. Media uses our emotions in order to induce the paradigm that they desire. You know know these deletes utilize HARP and do cloud seeding. Some allege that what transpired in North Carolina was manufactured so the deletes could usurp lithium and quartz crystal. This is what the chosen ones have to do in order to block these deceptive attacks. We have to harmoniously sync the love frequency and positive energy. We all heard the scientific statements that verbal communication with plants actually can assist in their growth process, right? And that's referred to as anthropomorphizing. Right, so what you want to think about is this: when you communicate with trees like this tree right here, this beautiful ancient being right here, you want to basically let them know what's going on and just basically vent to these trees, vent with nature, become one with nature. All right, don't view nature as outside of you, view nature as one with you. All right, and once you replicate that information into the trees would actually fight for you. They would actually develop a symbiotic connection with you because, as I expressed previously, the trees will be fighting with us in the Great War. They're opposed to this nefarious system as well. All right. What if I told you that these deletes?
The Great War reminds me of the Fourth Great Ninja War. If you know, you know. The Fourth Great Ninja War. And some people and some folks weren't ready for it, but they had no choice but to, you feel me? So, a lot of symbology out there in these things that's transpire.
Implement atrazine in a lot of the chemtrails to also have an adverse effect on the trees to weaken them before creating a hurricane, so they can cause more trees to break up, because trees communicate with through their root system, and they know that something is coming. They know to strengthen their leaves and to strengthen their branches before a storm's coming. Trees actually know the storm is coming way before we know it. Last night while laying down, I imagined a very bright light actually reflecting out of my crown chakra, and the light was very, very, very luminous, and we have the ability of actually increasing or lowering our light. And this is another way that we actually have protection in the astral plane, is by actually emitting etheric light, because we all
can that be the Maharic shield that Ashiana told us about?
Cosmic Etherians. When I emitted this cosmic light, it was the personification of protection for everyone around me, everyone in my area, in my circumference, period. And I was projecting that light brightly, all right, while I was actually in deep concentration to meditation music. This is things that we must do, all right? And you must also remove from your mind's eye anything negative, because you have to remember that the celestial luminaries, right now where they're positioned at in conjunction with planet Tiamat, makes you very powerful, all right? Right now, your abilities are going to be turning on as far as psychic abilities, clairvoyance. These deletes know that.
My ears been ringing heavy lately in different ways that it hasn't before either.
That's why their objective is to actually usurp Lush. Anytime there's a massive event that takes place on the planet, you have to pay attention to that and know that it's something that the deletes are doing in order to induce fear, all right? So you want to make sure that you're remaining happy, all right? Even if you're in a tumultuous state right now, realize that the earth is still cleaning itself. All of it isn't organic. The planet is actually playing tug of war with deceptive, malevolent, patriarchal technology. Literally has been back-to-back solar flares. Continue to detoxify your body with large amounts of chlorophyll to remove the lead, cadmium, and mercury, as well as the barium that these deletes utilize. You also want to implement fasting in your regimen as well. I also recommend the removal of all parasitic organisms, all right? Wormwood, black walnut, as well as whole cloves are the three components that not only kill parasites, but also eradicate their eggs. After eliminating the parasites, utilization of spirulina and chlorella is phenomenal as a natural binding agent, all right, to remove the deceased parasites, as well as the lead, cadmium, and mercury from any of the toxic metals that they utilize in the fluoridated drinking water. I also recommend consumption of herbs like black seed oil on a daily basis, because it's rich in thymoquinone and fights diseases like cancer. Everything artificial in this matrix is the main cause of carcinogens, okay? I use black seed oil every single day. I use it on my skin. I consume it. This is something you can use in your hair. I mean, I recommend everyone utilize black seed oil consistently. Your skin is your biggest organ, all right? You will notice a huge difference once you start consuming black seed oil every day and literally rubbing it on your skin and letting it soak into the largest organ on your body and letting that thymoquinone take effect on any of the carcinogens that are basically facilitated by this matrix. I also recommend elixirs like Ormus, which is an orbitally rearranged monatomic element, phenomenal for actually restoring the mitochondria, all right? It's phenomenal for what's called mitochondrial biogenesis. It also will decalcify as well as activate the pineal gland. In ancient times, they referred to orms as the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone in alchemy is actually what is utilized to convert lead into gold, all right? Meaning that you're going to bring something heavy to something gold, something of vibrant, right? And this is pretty much what the ormus does. It will bring you from your heavy state, your third dimensional state, to your higher, lighter state, your more gold state, or aka your golden body. These are the steps we must take while on our path to cosmic ascension. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
Links is in the video description. Get right.
Remember that you are an electromagnetic tuning fork to the cosmos. So you just want to watch for the distractions, all right? And you want to ensure that you're not in a state of fear. Remember that fear actually is the root chakra. Our objective is, as of now, during this path to ascension, is a Kundalini awakening. So currently what you want to do is avoid the negative machinations to keep us in a state of fear. And what I'm referring to is the world events, okay, with the media, all right, as far as these storms and things of that nature. All right, now we personally know that they actually induce a lot of these things through HAARP, all right? We'll say allegedly for this platform. All right, not only do they utilize HAARP, but they use your fear too. Once they get a bunch of individuals around the planet to actually be in a state of fear, what that does is that actually does manifest it to actually take place in terror form into this existence. This is why when they mention hurricanes, they basically try to show us the most catastrophic images, all right? So they can globally get us imagining all these images so we can actually manifest that into existence. For example, I'm in Florida, all right? So I got a lot of family members. I'm originally from Buffalo, so I got a lot of family members hitting me up, texting me, and I appreciate the love, asking me am I okay and things of that nature. And the first thing I say is, yeah, you know what I mean? We got a little rain. It's not going crazy like they said. Now, you know, I know in certain areas it is. So, you know, my whole objective is what I imagine personally during this time is I don't imagine the things I don't want. We are powerful enough to imagine a huge shield of protection around us. All right, like a huge giant bubble protecting you. These are the things these are the type of things we have the ability of tapping into. All right, and these are the things that they know. So you have to remember this. All right, anytime that they try to perpetuate energy to keep you in the root chakra, which is fear, then your objective should be to do contrary to that, to actually ensure that you're doing things that ascertain the crown chakra or that third eye chakra frequency. That should be your primary focal point. They need our electromagnetic energy to make anything happen. Yes, they have cloud seeding, and yes, they have malevolent technology. We know about HAARP and things of that nature, but what helps them the most is our fear. All right, because we actually affect the ether. Remember, our ancestors actually had a very harmonious connection with nature and controlled the elements, all right? Characters like Storm, all right, is actually based on our actual ancestors like Oya. Continue to focus on connecting with your higher self and activating your God mind. I recommend decalcifying and activating the pineal gland. Herbs like Hirataki are great for decalcifying and activating the pineal gland. This is the Ayurvedic herb that the deity Buddha is actually holding. Hirataki is what actually started me on my course to astral projection as well as lucid dreaming. When this third dimension is crazy, my escape is the fourth or fifth dimensional realms. I do have the Hirataki available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Activation of my ancient primordial wisdom is my primary focal point. Remembering who I was primary to this incarnation and other incarnations before I even came down to this third dimensional plane. That's my objective. Yes, we remember immediately in the time that we leave this physical vessel, but the purpose of this game is to see how much we can remember while we retain this corporeal body. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. We are actually undergoing a solar storm, and tonight we could experience the Aurora Borealis. This is also referred to as the Northern Lights, and this actually happens from cosmic radiation. Most aren't aware that this cosmic green Etherian energy is what's going to be responsible for our cosmic upgrades. These ionizing particles are not only terraforming the planet, but they're also transforming us as well. Yes, recently, we experienced the biggest solar flare that we had in 17 years. It's only going to get more and more intense. And scientists did express that soon we will be receiving a very powerful solar storm that's on par, if not stronger, than an 1859 Carrington event, all right, which was a very powerful solar storm, all right? And what these scientists believe is they could actually affect our grid system, where we can all be in dark. Some allege that Nibiru is back in our atmosphere, and this could be the reason for the planet's climatic changes. My question is, could the aurora borealis be from solar flares, or could it be from the entry of Nibiru? Just recently, the James Webb Telescope did pick up an armada of extraterrestrials headed towards our planet.
Right.
We are living in very interesting times. Some days we even have 3 or 4 solar flares back to back. With this cosmic radiation coming in, it's going to actually have a bearing on your avatar. It's going to have a bearing on your mindset. It's going to have a bearing on how you actually facilitate your energy. All right, so this is why it's important to ground, because a lot of this energy is going to be overwhelming to individuals that aren't used to it. They may find themselves a bit more irate, more quick to anger and things of that nature. You want to really pace yourself. You want to relax, and you also want to watch what you're consuming around this time, because with the sun getting hotter and hotter, it's they're trying to actually put more nefarious toxins in us as well, all right? And these nefarious toxins can raise our cortisol levels, and when cortisol obviously is the stress hormone. So these are things that these deletes do in order to keep the frequency low on the planet, and may also induce fear as well as implement distractions. Now this is facts. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that reaches several feet outside of your physical body that people can feel. All right, this is referred to as your auric field. And your auric field is going to actually be intensified with the sun increasing currently. All right, and this is associated with the Ida and Pingala. The Pingala is associated with the masculine energy, and the Ida is associated with the feminine energy. The Pingala is associated with the solar, and the Ida is associated with the lunar. All right. So as we move forward in time during this ascension process, there's going to be a harmonious synchronicity between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Now remember, your heart is a capacitor. The green Ethereum energy that we spoke in reference to is synonymous to the heart chakra frequency, all right? So this is why the love frequency is so important, and ensuring that you're reflecting or emanating that love frequency. Around this time, you want to take a lot of spiritual baths. Utilization of Himalayan sea salt will clean your auric debris. Various breathing techniques. You also want to ensure that you sun gaze and get in nature as well. Now, as I expressed previously, your heart is a capacitor, all right? And if your heart is responsible for creating that auric field that actually pumps out, all right? So this is also essential for ensuring that you have the proper electrical currency flowing through your body. Things like copper bracelets are essential, ensuring that you have large consumptions of chlorophyll to ensure that your body is alkaline as opposed to acidic. Dr. Sebi made us aware that anything at a 7 or higher is actually considered alkaline, and 7 is the God number. This is why while the sun is turning up, you should be consuming large amounts of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the substance responsible for giving plants its green pigment. Chlorophyll contains a substance called mycelium that wraps around unwanted materials such as foreign toxic metals like lead, cadmium, and mercury to expel them from your physical avatar. Once you have properly removed all lead, cadmium...
I'm sorry, yo, remember I keep mentioning the 100. I'm just realizing that one of the cast members on the show, he was like, they thrived off of algae. And they would say, oh, it's disgusting, but they damn sure thrived off it. Let's keep going on.
The mercury from the body at that particular point in time, your melanin can go through a process called melanogenesis and convert the ultraviolet radiation to energy. When you have toxic metals in your body, it makes it very difficult for it to facilitate the sun into proper energy usage. This is why when some people go in the sun, they get heat exhaustion and they can't properly assimilate or facilitate that solar energy. And this doesn't matter how much melanin you have, okay? Yes, your melanin is a protector of ultraviolet radiation, but the deletes that run this matrix found out that if they utilize arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury, then they would actually stop the protective qualities of melanin and cause it to spark from the inside. Again, remember, you're a conductor of electricity, and they know this. All right, melanin again is a conductor of electricity. This is why if you walk across the floor,
I know that's coming through the mic. It's not. I'm surprised. Somebody's outside blasting music.
You can actually shock somebody if you're on a carpet. And this is also why they place rubber on the bottom of your shoes and ensure that your clothing is in cotton, wrapped in cotton, because cotton has been known to actually shorten your electron count. Certain fabrics like wool, it actually increases your electron count. So by maintaining a 7 on a pH balance chart, you ensure that you're alkaline as opposed to shorten your electron count. Certain fabrics like wool, it actually increases your electron count. So by maintaining a 7 on a pH balance chart, you ensure that you're alkaline as opposed to acidic and you remain at that God number. Think about it like this. When your pH balance chart is at a 7, you have the proper recipe to facilitate prana to your energy cortexes. Basically your main 7 chakra network. You should be consuming things like spirulina and chlorella daily to ensure that the toxic metals are purged from your system. All you have to do is add it to your water and drink it down. These are the necessary steps for proper cosmic light code integration. Do have the chlorophyll available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension link in bio. You also should be consuming herbs like Haritaki to decalcify and activate your pineal gland. They call it the third eye, but it's actually the first eye and most important. It's the brain's antenna and cosmic gateway to higher ethereal planes of existence. Haritaki is the herb that actually first introduced me to astral projection. Actually, it was Haritaki and Blue Lotus, all right? Haritaki was able to successfully decalcify the...
I hear you and feel you talking smack. Let him rap.
Pineal gland, and then I utilize the Blue Lotus as a form of activation for the pineal gland due to the apomorphine content. Blue Lotus, aka Nymphia cerulea, is known for its psychoactive properties and was highly revered in ancient Kemet. This is why it's so heavily commemorated in their hieroglyphics. They utilize the Blue Lotus to ascertain higher dimensional realms. I do have the Blue Lotus available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. So much happening on the planet, it's important to prepare yourself for all the changes. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.
Coming on here with another one. The firmament. The firmament, right? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Originally, there wasn't supposed to be a firmament. The firmament was placed here once we realized we're gonna lose the planet. Real shit. That's when the firmament was placed here. Whatever you want to take from there, you can take it. You feel me? And NASA really be telling on themselves. Look at this shit, bro. This a photo that they shared. You can see right here at the top where the rocket hit the dome. Tell me you don't see that shit. Tell me y'all can't see that. It hit the dome right there at the top, and that's a real NASA photo. NASA showed this themselves. Y'all know the real reason why we ain't went back to the moon. Because we got cell phones and all that other shit now. We'll know they bullshit. But the moon is a whole nother topic. The firmament more definitely real though. I got more information about this on the way. Y'all know that. But y'all do y'all research on this shit. Look at the rockets they shooting today. These bitches all the way in the dome. Back then the cameras and all that shit went out like that. So people couldn't know. All they knew was what NASA told them. But that's it. And y'all stay tuned.
They said they found a nigga hanging in Mississippi. I think you niggas think I'm playing when I say it's time to tie these bitches ass up. If you niggas don't get with me and we start cleaning off this goddamn landmass like I said, I'm gonna clean you niggas off too. Just as soon as enough niggas wake up and understand who I am and take instructions, we gonna clean this bitch off. Some of you niggas, unfortunately, you gonna get your ass took off too. Cause you been riding with them goddamn folks. You think this a goddamn game? All you black ass niggas on the police force, all you black ass niggas in Congress and Senate, y'all been riding with these folks. We gonna beat y'all ass. You better get out that shit now, black ass people. You better get out that shit, good white people. You better get your ass out them goddamn police forces. You better get your ass out this Senate government. If you swear you anything good for God, you better get the fuck out these services. You better get the fuck out, cause these the services that's hanging us. These the services that's killing us. And we about to do something about this shit. Black ass niggas, get your ass off that slave catcher job. Cause you gonna get your ass caught up. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. You got on that goddamn uniform. You work for these goddamn folks any kind of way. We at war against you motherfuckers. Cause y'all been at war against us. And we ain't know it.
I ain't gonna lie, old school was talking though, cause what he said, it was well said though. We at war with you, cause you been at war with us and we ain't know it. That was heavy. Hey, yo, Haven, y'all know what's up, man. It's the end of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wasn't in a wonderful, magnificent mood on this wonderful, magnificent Friday, hopefully you are now. You know what I'm saying? Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. If you've been here from the beginning, I'll send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Haven. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown the seed with me, it will be returning 100-fold as the Most High uses you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly. Because it's all about divine support. I just want to say great gratitude, thanks, peace and prosperity to you and yours. It really does help. It never goes unnoticed. If you would like to do the same, links in the description. About tab on the channel. Haven, I'm up out of here. Love and unity. If you're watching this before you rest, safe traveling Astros. I'm out.
Introduce me to the Guardians, more high level audience.